Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another case study. I'm joined today by Heather, and this is going to be a great call. So, Heather, thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh,
Definitely.
no problem. I used to mistakenly give out people's surnames on these, and then I was like, oh, God, I'm going to have to bleep this out every single time. But anyway, not to worry, we're here, and I'm really excited to hear your story. So, where I always begin in these case studies is finding out, how does a lady such as yourself come up with this idea of selling on Amazon? Like, where did this come from?
Well, I was flying for the airlines as a flight attendant, and I really regretted always being away from home, away from the family, missing out on the holidays. I ended up resigning from that position and knew that I didn't want to get back into like a 9-to-5 office position, which I had done for years prior to flying. And so I wanted to have something that I take ownership in, because I've always taken ownership in all of the positions I've ever had. And I wanted something that I could call my own. So I decided to start doing some research. We have a local Nextdoor group. It's like a social media group for the community. I reached out and just kind of threw out the idea of anybody that perhaps was doing e-commerce or selling online, because I knew nothing about it. And I would see some TV segments, right? So there was a couple who was really successful here in the Valley. And so I just wasn't sure where to begin. Well, somebody responded to me and said, oh, you'll never be able to do that. It's too competitive. You can't get into Amazon and sell online. And I thought, well, I'm not going to take that, and just go with it. So then I just started diving in and happened to come across, there was a seminar that was going on here in very close to where I live. And it was how to teach you how to sell on Amazon. I signed up for the seminar, but I never ended up going, because after doing some research about the day before, I come across some very bad reviews about how high pressured they were, very patronizing at these seminars. So I stopped with that and continued to look on YouTube videos, came across Marketplace, right? And watched one of your webinars. At that moment, it just clicked, because I felt your integrity, and it just didn't feel like everything else, the way that everybody else was presenting it out there. And so that's how it got me to Marketplace. And I talked with Justin. He was great. No high pressure there, right? He's very informative. Best thing I ever did.
That's great. And so how long ago is it since you joined now, Heather? Just remind me, because we've got 6,000 members now. I can never remember when everybody joined anymore.
So it was a year last month.
Wow, yeah. That's great. Great.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot has happened in that year. And I think as well, for anybody watching, like, I'm currently filming this from my bedroom because we're still in this lockdown thing. And I'm kind of tired of going to the office. So I am literally sitting in my bedroom. So if anyone wants no Lamborghinis, you got them today. I'm sitting on a bed right now. But anyway,
right.
That's it. So Heather, you got into this, great, joined the program. How long did it take you to find, say, your first products? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, I dove right into it, and I was spending like a full-time job going over the material, right? And within 3 months, I had my first product ordered. I found that product by segueing, best thing you could ever do. I can't even tell you how I found that product, or
yeah. Where was the origin of it? Like, it's just, who knows?
Right, exactly. So then my next product got launched a month later. Yep. And of that first product, I ended up doing a 2-pack of it. So then now I have 3 SKUs. I have to say they are doing phenomenal. I mean, I just feel real blessed. I've actually ran out of stock.
Yep.
Bad thing, right?
It happens. That's cool. So, like, basically your products have all been rocking and rolling and going well for you.
Yes, they certainly have. They're all in reorder. So it's a wonderful thing.
I mean, so that's a real quick acceleration inside a short period of time. But again, that's what, again, we as you know, we don't always say, yeah, you're going to just bring in a product that's going to go crazy, but it can happen. It can do really well, like you just talked about. So that's awesome. And so along this journey then, like, what's your kind of goal, let's just call it, in the next 12 months? Let's just say, like, how many products would you like to have in your business? What would your business look like from that perspective?
Well, I'm working right now on getting my next 2 products out by the end of the year. And so that would take me to 5 SKUs. And then, I would like to double that within 21, and I really have no limit. Let's just say that I would like to push out as many as I can, most definitely. And once again, it's all about the capital and as the funds come through. So, but yeah, I just want to keep pushing and pushing, most definitely.
Fantastic. And so, like on this journey, you've learned a lot of different things. Let's talk about maybe some of the lessons that you've learned, like about maybe pulling the trigger, or what would you say maybe you could think of some of the biggest lessons that hit you? Oh yeah, I got to talk about this. What would they be?
If I was to give advice to somebody from things that I've experienced, I would just say, you have to take advantage of all the resources that MPSH offers you. It's a shame if you don't, because there, all the videos, the Tuesday, Thursday coaching calls for the Origin program are really important. Yeah. But most of all, don't overthink it, right? I mean, you give us everything we need to research into what criteria of products we should be looking for. So don't overthink it, because if like you said it, if my first product hadn't worked out, or the second product, that's okay, because I've taken away so much, I've learned so much as far as how to get that product from China to here, and everything that you need to do to get it to bed in. So yeah, don't overthink it, go for it, because if you don't, you're never going to know.
Absolutely. And again, like in your case, products have all done well. So there's no, again, I think that's the thing. Everyone has this thing of, oh, I'm going to bring in products and they're just not going to work, whereas like you have to go into this business believing it's going to work, knowing that you've put in the time to research things properly. You've put in the time to make sure you're going to make money on it, etc. And then it's just a case of, yeah, I can't wait to bring it in. And I'd say for you now, it would sound like that way, like you're talking about really scaling up your business a lot faster. So for you, it's like you're not looking at it from how slow can I grow? You're actually looking at it from how fast can I grow? How can I get more money into this business, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. My goal for this business is that in 4 years, I would like my husband to retire, and then we'll work this business together. So when I took this on, I said this will be our retirement business, and I think I've proven that. So he's getting pretty excited.
Well, you look way too young to be thinking about retirement now, Heather.
Oh, well, huh? I won't even share then. I'll just let you think what you think.
Absolutely. But I think that's really great. A lot of, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's American women, and a lot of American women I speak to, I say this for a reason, and maybe Canadians too, but definitely Americans. They always say, I want to retire my husband. And it's like, I think that's a really noble goal. But it's so many women I speak to, they say that. Why do you think that's such a big thing? I know it's an odd question, but just as a matter of interest, because a lot of people watching this video may be thinking the same thing.
He's always been the breadwinner, right? Yeah. And he's worked very hard. There's no reason, you hear a lot of people that have been able to retire early. And I don't want to be left out of that group of people that can take advantage of life at still, an earlier age and enjoy themselves. I've always had that entrepreneur spirit, and I just felt I knew I could do this for us.
Yeah, I think that's great though, and for you as well, as created so much maybe validation within yourself that, yeah, I can do this. Like, I know what I'm doing. I think that's awesome. And I mean, has your husband kind of got involved at all in the business to date? Or are you kind of keeping him away, or how do you guys work that?
No, so far, no, because he is very busy with his work. Yeah. But he knows everything that's going on. Well, because I never stop talking about it, right? It's addicting.
That's cool.
So, yeah, but he's excited to learn it. Definitely.
That's great. Awesome. I love that. Like, your story, like I say, it's like a lot of, not the same as everybody, it's your story, but as some other people have the same goal, they want to retire earlier. I mean, even myself, I know I'm a little bit younger than you, but like at the end of the day, that's always been my goal. Like I don't want to just work all day every single day. Like, and I've gotten busier now as we've grown our businesses and stuff. But a lot of times I pull back and I realize, at the end of the day, we're not here just to spend all day working, right? We're here to enjoy experiences in life. And so what are some of the things you'd love to do with your husband while running this business? Is there any particular places you're looking to go? What's important to you for the future?
Yeah, definitely. We would love to travel, and we don't have any family here where we live, and they are all to the east. So that's important for us to be able to just pick up and go and spend time with family which we haven't really been able to do, with him having his position, and we just don't get that opportunity. So yeah, being able to have that freedom to go where you want, but still be able to have your income come in a very passive way, right?
Absolutely, no, 100%. Well, look, Heather, I am really excited for your future. I know you're giving a lot of people help as well, advice to people starting out on Amazon with themselves. So that's really exciting as well. I look forward to hearing all their successes thanks to you helping them out. And I would just like to say, I can't wait to see you having 21 SKUs and coming to Ireland as well, all going well, and seeing us over here and bringing your husband. That'd be great. So thanks so much for jumping on, sharing your story. And everybody who's watched this video today, jump down, give this video a like. And also, I would love you to give Heather a message down below. What was it about her story inspired you? Maybe even just say, hey, Heather, I loved your story. Whatever that is, jump down below and give us a comment and let us know. And in the meantime, as I say, thank you again for jumping on today with me. And yeah, let's just see where your journey is in a year from now.
All right. Sounds good, Stephen. Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much.